Alright guys, so after too much pressure, I finally invested part of my rent. I hope my landlord does not see this particular video because so in today's video you're going to see if I actually made some profit for investing my rent in the past 6 months, or if it was just a waste of time, or if I did it for fun. And I'm also going to be showing you some key factors I think made me make money or lose money in this period of investment. So keep watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so they can keep getting more content from my side. Please mind you, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just my personal experience I'm here to share with my community. I really hope my landlord does not see this particular video. Alright, so lately the pressure has been too much with the rising economy in Nigeria and inflation and everything. The pressure has been too much. So now you don't have to keep your money in your bank. They say you have to invest your money. So I tried so many methods to invest my money that will give me profit, but the profit I was getting was not really something to write home about. So I decided to try something extraordinary. So in the last 6 months, I started an investment journey called mutual fund investment. And I took my community along because I created a video, I talked about it. I'm starting a mutual fund investment. So let's see how it goes in the next 3 months. I talked about it, and surprisingly some people started with me, but some people say, okay, congratulations, go come. I started this journey with this particular app here called Optimus by afrinvest. I've talked about this app so many times. I told you guys that this app helps you invest into mutual fund, you invest into the stock market, you invest into the US stock market. They also have different savings plan here that you can save your money for people that don't like keeping their money in bank, because to be sincere with you, if you keep your money in your bank without touching the money for 6 months, after 6 months you still see the same amount of money there. So sometimes it's good to save. So guys, before I forget, I'm going to be showing you guys an extra way I use in earning extra cash on this particular platform, so just keep watching. They have a lot of options right here, and one thing I like about them is that they have naira part and they have dollar part, and this is a legitimate platform, although I have some issues against them which I'm still going to talk about in this particular video. I started my investment journey here by investing into their mutual fund right here. So what I did was that after I created my account, I just came over here. I saw that they have 2 options here. They have their save and invest. So I just checked out their investment. I saw that under investment they have US stocks, which you can invest into the US stock market. Elon Musk is actually the richest man in the world right now. His net worth has grown up to $500 billion just lately. I mean, that's amazing. And Tesla stocks should be booming right now, and I think people that invested into Tesla stocks have actually seen some profit. Optimus right here allow you to invest into the US stock market. So if you invested into Tesla stocks, I'm coming to your place, you need to give me something. I saw mutual fund and I clicked on the mutual fund. I realized that they have different types of mutual funds here. So what I did was that I decided to go for the afrinvest Pluto's fund. I decided to go for that. I mean, it was actually, the units were cheaper. It was like 100 naira for 1 unit. That's why I decided to go for that. And they have other mutual funds here, like they have afrinvest. This one is new because I did not see this one here. Nigerian International Debt Fund, and they have APF, which is afrinvest Pluto's fund, and they have AEF, which is afrinvest Equity Fund. But for some reason, it's like they are no longer available. The latest ones they have here is just somehow this app has some recent issues. So I actually joined their afrinvest and Pluto's fund. I started my investment small. I did not really put much. Once in a while I can put like 3k, 1k, 2k, 3k, 1k, 5k, but nothing more than 5k, small. So in the last 6 months, I did not stress myself investing into the platform because I just put small extra cash. So my first ever dividends I got from this platform was in the month of April. You can see April 3rd, I got just 4,500 naira. That was my first dividends in the month of April. Kept on investing small, my 3k, my 5k, my 2k, and so on. And the second batch of profits I got on this particular platform was on July 3rd, right? They sent it on July 3rd, 33,000 naira. That was an improvement, and I was like, okay. By this time I had like over 180k in my wallet, so I kept on investing, and the last dividends they paid me is going to shock you. October 3rd too. It's like they send it on the 3rd of every 3 months, and October 3rd I got 8,700 naira. Now this was shocking. I started with 4,000, right, and it grows to 33,000. Now it went back down to 8,000, and I discovered that maybe there might be some factors that actually caused the drop down of the interest. So the first reason I have here is falling interest rate. So I think the investments that they are making have actually reduced their interest rate. Because of that, they reduce our own interest rate. The second reason here I think is lower allocation to high yield. Now what this actually means is that for them to increase safety, they remove the money from the high yield investment that are risky. They invested more money into low return investments that are actually safe, so that their investors' money can be safe. So they reduce the money from high yield investments and they invested more into low interest investments for security purposes, because there are some high interest investments but the risk there is too much, or the risk might be too much. Now another reason here I think is high operating cost. Now this actually means that because of inflation and so many management costs, after expenses they don't have much to share to their investors. So which means after expenses, the money remaining is what they are sharing to their investor, which might not be much. Another reason here I think is called short-term liquidity. So some of the investors might invest for short-term. So maybe people that invested in the second quarter that I invested, there were a lot of people. So in the third quarter that I invested now, there are not much people, right? So investors withdrew their money out of the platform. So because of that, the interest rate also drops down. So the next reason I think might also be a factor is regulatory or all these tax issues, because recently Nigerian has been increasing their tax a lot, especially for companies. They have to pay tax to the Nigerian government. So you cannot run a business without you paying tax. So because of high tax rate and different regulatory fees, they decided to cut down on the interest rate that they are paying their investors. These are some of the factors that might cause the drop down in the profit, right? So I really don't know, but I'm just assuming that this might be the factor, because they are not stating how much they are making every quarter. So we cannot just assume. All right, now this platform has a lot of features. They also have their referral feature here that you can invite your friends. Once you invite people to join the platform and start saving, so you earn 1,000 naira for each active referral you have. So if you have 200 people, that's over 200,000 naira. Now the secret method I told you guys I'm going to show you guys in today's video is their USD account. So they have a USD account here that you can convert your naira to dollar and keep it there. Once naira actually goes up, you can sell it and make profit. But that's not it. What I'm seeing right here is that once you convert your naira to dollar and keep it on this particular dollar wallet, every month they are going to give you interest based on the amount of money you have in your wallet. Well, the interest might not be much. I have just $8 right here. My dollar wallet, I just kept it there and they gave me 1 cent interest for the month. I mean, this is not much, but at least that's something, which means if you have more money, you might actually receive more and more interest, guys. So that is my experience after investing part of my rent, and this is what I went through. And one of the things I don't like about them is that the customer service is slow. Their system has a little issues recently. It has just been it has not been stable lately. And when I contact them, it took them a while for them to respond. I had to contact them on Instagram, drop email, before I got my problems resolved. So apart from that, Optimus by afrinvest is actually a good way to start your investment journey. I'm not advising you to do that. Before you try anything, please consult a financial advisor. This is just my personal experience I'm sharing, and this video is not sponsored by Optimus. I'm sharing this based on my personal experience, right? And there are other platforms you can use to invest into mutual fund, like CarryWise. I talked about CarryWise recently. CarryWise can also help you invest into mutual fund, and they can also help you invest into the stock market, the Nigerian stock market, and also the foreign stock market. So check out these platforms and tell me what you think in the comment section.